This is my latest bicycle find. This is a Diamondback Edgewood LX in really beautiful condition. I bought a his and hers, and they were both bought at the same time, and it's a Diamondback as well. I'll show that at a later date. And this is just a pair of bikes that just were not being used anymore. Cleaned this and lubed the chain on here, and it's just like a new condition bike. Came with this rear bike rack, which I had in my bag on here today. It's a 21 speed paddle shift. It's got a front shock, bottle cage on here. Just a very smooth riding bike. 700 by 38C tires and rims on here. Everything is very nice on here, just no rust. Always like looking at these mounting holes here. If they've been outside, there would be rust in there. Paddle shift. It's 21 speed, 7 gears on the rear, which I had cleaned and lubed this chain. Everything's in really nice condition. I'll add in a video of the before, but it's not much difference, just really dirty. Gears really need to be cleaned. Everything needs to be lubed. It's kind of the before look. Just picked this bike up. Other than that, it is in excellent condition. And 3 gears on the crank. Everything shifts really smooth on here. Didn't have to make any adjustments. Shimano components on the rear derailleur, Altus, and Shimano on the crank. This is a 19-inch frame, or large, which is my size if that comes out. So it does fit me. Just beautiful lettering on here. Edgewood LX, Diamondback. Love the colors on this. Not sure what the color is called. Very beautiful blue. Diamondback back here as well. Came with a front shock, just like the black Diamondback that I showed recently. That was an Edgewood called the Black Beauty. I'll add that video in. Got DB Technic, City Technic front shock, very thin compared to a mountain bike. Rim brakes, front and rear. Everything is very nice on here, very quiet. Didn't have to make any adjustments to the brakes or the gearing. Rear tires just like new. Everything is so nice on this bike, clean. Quick release front and rear wheels on here, 700 by 38C. Came with an adjustable kickstand, which I like. A lot of these kickstands you see, if the bikes even have them, are really too short. And this one you can adjust. Brakes are really nice on here. Very nice seat, starting to crack a little bit back here, but the original seat on here, like finding original condition bikes. Very comfortable. It's got a Kenda tire on the rear. That comes out. And it's got a different tire on the front. It's a Panasonic, it looks like. Panaracer, 700 by 35C. So I looked at the other Diamondback bike, bought it at the same time, and it has the same Kenda on the rear and Panasonic on the front. So it must have come that way. Can't believe they replaced that. The person I bought it from didn't say they had done anything to these bikes. I like grabbing the spokes on these bikes when I find them. Make sure everything's nice and tight. That's just as true and quiet. Front and rear. Slowly pumped some air in these tires. Got them back up where they should be. And it's got all the little nice cable end caps I like to see. There's a rear derailleur. This cable is kind of hidden away, but it's got the end cap on here for the front brake. There's the crank derailleur, which you can see. And the rear brake kind of tucked in there as well. Like seeing those. Just a beautiful bike. It's a beautiful warm day. Finally warmed up some. Going to give you a little test ride around the Raleigh, North Carolina greenways here with this Edgewood LX. And then we'll do another final follow-up review afterwards. Very pretty, very nice bike. Let's take it for a ride. And here we go on the Diamondback Edgewood LX. Cockpit view here. Paddle shift. So nice to have a warm day. It's in the 50s today, which is definitely a great day to be biking compared to some of this recent 20-degree we've been having. Shifts very smooth. People out here in shorts today, it's so nice. That came out, just the gear shift very smooth on here. Of this, just like the black Edgewood, is just a very smooth, very quiet bike. Light that I haven't shown. Show that when I do the review here. It works. And the cables are nicely tucked in the frame. I'll show that as well. One of the things I really liked on the bike is how the cables are hidden. Brakes are very quiet on here. greenways go beside this shopping center here called Crabtree Mall here in Raleigh. I've showed this before. This is the Glenwood Avenue bridge here. It takes you into downtown Raleigh. So 100 miles of greenways here in Raleigh. This is just a small portion of them. Crabtree Creek. Listen how nice and quiet this bike is. Catch the right gear here to get up this hill. Best way to test a bike out, of course, is turns, how crisp and sharp it will turn, and this one definitely does. And this tunnel, you really have to watch for people here. There we go. Have to go through this tunnel here on this part of the greenway if I'm in this area. Diamondback Edgewood LX. And this is just a follow-up of the first ride, the new to me Diamondback Edgewood LX. What a beautiful bike. Very smooth, all the gears shift up and down, very crisp and sharp, and the brakes are very quiet. Just a very quiet, smooth riding bike with those 700 by 35C wheels and tires on here. Brakes are very quiet. I didn't show earlier, but it did come with a a light. It's got a side button here to cut it on, solid LED or flashing. And also what I really like, what Diamondback has done here, and like what Trek has, is some of these hidden cables. This is the rear and crank derailleur cables. Just really like how that cleans up a bike, gets these cables hanging out of the way. Very smooth, very beautiful bike. Really like this, kind of a combination commuter and comfort type bike. Like having a bike rack on here, comfortable seat. Highly recommend a Diamondback Edgewood if you can find one. Thanks very much for watching.